Yeah, so I'm one of the co-founder and the CEO of CareVoice. My background is healthcare. I've been focusing around innovation and entrepreneurship for 20 plus years. First more in the biotech, then more about new drugs, new treatment across many different health issues, and the past 10 plus years on digital health, especially working now exclusively with life and health insurers, as CareVoice is a leading embedded health orchestrator.
Then I do want to jump straight into what you were mentioning, which is the health technologies of it all in a way. So I was wondering, first of all, why would you say there exists a need for the orchestration of health technologies? And then also, how does the CareVoice do it?
Yeah, so we see across insurance two systematic challenges that they face, and it could be depending on their maturity. One is we've seen insurers who have been trying to adopt and bring more added value services to their customers, right? Moving from a more risk carrier to a more health partner to their customers, and beyond having those services, they've started to face the challenge of trying to stick the services together, right? Usually it's fragmented experience. They send the clients to potential different service provider, and that create really a challenging customer experience. And they try to unify that, but unify the experience, bring all the service together, it's pretty difficult for an insurer. And on the other side is more about relevance and engagement, because as soon as the insurers have started to put together services, the challenge for them is how to get them used, how to avoid one size fits all to provide to everyone the same offering while people have different health and wellness needs. So moving to this relevance, it's super challenging for insurers who are not used to and don't have necessarily the digital tools and assets to drive this personalization. So those two issues around fragmented services, lack of relevance, if you are able to address them, then you can really unlock value through health technologies for insurance customers.
Mm-hmm. And I do think actually that this, as you were mentioning, you were mentioning the like customer engagement factor of it all. So I kind of do want to know more a little bit about it. What are the key success factors in your opinion that do contribute to customer engagement?
Yeah, so I think first, often people don't necessarily put the same definition of what is customer engagement. So when in our world and how we work with insurers, it's really ultimately how frequently an insurance customer is going to engage with a digital offering that an insurers may provide to them. And what we've seen is most cases, if an insurers put together first level of digital health offering, they may have 5-10% of their customers using them, and more or less the same percentage are using them maybe on a monthly basis. So it's pretty low. So what's going to drive a really much higher customer engagement, I think, first is insurers need to be able to address these diverse and evolving needs of their customers. So they need to have a broad enough health and wellness offering that can match different populations, so that as a end customers, if your insurance is offering you only, something around your physical activity and reward you for that, that can resonate maybe to 5% of their customers. But maybe if you start to help people on their nutrition, or if you help people on their stress, or if you help them to also chat with a doctor remotely, then you can start to really cover different needs and have those populations. So I think that's one thing. You need to have this more diverse health and wellness offering. And then I think the second aspect is how you guide the customers toward that offering. So you need to have a core front door where you can direct your customers to and really help them to express, where they want to be helped, right? What kind of health and wellness goal they have, and to nurture their appetite to be supported. And that evolves, right? Every 2 to 3, 6 months, the customers may need to be helped in different dimensions. So I think this kind of engagement framework tools to guide customers along the way, it's super important. And then you start to move into the last piece, which is hyper-personalization. You need to be able to collect enough data about how all the users are engaging with those programs and drive them towards offering which is more tailored to their specific individual needs.
And then how do you think the CareVoice does it so well?
Sorry?
How do you think the CareVoice does it so well? What's different?
But I think we've been putting together through our core platform, our Health OS for insurers. We put together this pre-built user journey covering various health and wellness needs. We were able to do it because we've been behind the scene integrating technologies that are super innovative and efficient to help people on those different health dimensions. Could be, a face scan technology to understand your health. Could be a food recognition technology so that you can easily capture from what you eat, what the intake from the carbs and so on. It could be obviously medical resources for chat with doctors. So all that behind the scene, we've been integrating those technology and services, creating a pre-built user journey, so that easily the insurers can deploy those user journey and address those different needs. And we have strong configurability, so you can create different experience for different population, for different type of product that the insurance sell. And then we have also our proprietary engagement framework that allows really to have all the tools to guide the end users. And lately we've just released PASS, which is our AI-driven customer profiling and recommendation engine that really helps to predict, even with very few data and the first data that you can collect on the user, what are their health profile, health risk, health appetite, so that you can further, personalize the experience for them. Yeah.
And then given that you were just mentioning AI, or just technology in general, how do you think customer expectations are going to change in the future, given this rise in technology that we're seeing, especially when connected to?
Yeah, so I think for sure one size fits all, which is more or less where most insurers sits, cannot fly, right? Earlier today, one of our colleagues were pitching on the tech show, and she was referring to her experience as a pregnant woman. She was 6 months in pregnancy just before summer, and she received a push notification from her insurance and through the app saying, "Oh, you should. We invite you to do, more exercise and to get fit for summer." When you are 6 months pregnant woman, it's not necessarily the message that resonates to you, right? Well, there could have been, a better understanding of who was this customer, which stage, and tailored that. So I think insurers, any industry, has to move where the insured people are, where they experience every day in terms of hyper-precision. So that's one, and I think then it's also more how to engage with customers. I think you need to be able to, with the development of ChatGPT and this kind of interface, where it's super easy to have a kind of AI-based concierge where you can easily interact and so on. So you need also to provide this kind of interface at one point so that customers are very easily find the information they need, recommend it to what can help them.
Mm-hmm. And then in all of this, I'm just curious, what are you most excited about?
What I'm most excited about? I like in the insurance industry the fact that there is a very strong element of interest between insurers and actually people to take more care about your own health, so that ultimately it's sustainable, right? You know that healthcare can be costly at one point. You know that it could be also a very difficult situation, and people may have a genuine interest at one point to take care more of themselves. They don't want to be exposed to huge cost, neither for their health. While on the insurers, of course, they have this interest also to make sure that their customers stay healthy, take care of themselves. So I think that's quite exciting to help insurers with this ambition, where they can potentially match the needs of their customers. And looking at the development of digital health, I think we are still, at least between insurers and their customers, in more, I would say, broad health and wellness type of offering where you can help customers. But now you have a next wave of innovation that exists in digital health with digital therapeutics, where you can go quite deep in different health issues to help people. So as soon as you are able to engage very well customers, profile them, understand their health risk, potential issues, you can then really go deeper in supporting customers and preventing further health issues. And I think that's going to be a very exciting wave of further value that can be created between insurers and customers.
That actually does sound very exciting. And then one last thing for me, but maybe even more in a slightly selfish way, but as a customer, I'm always wondering, what are some things that we should look at doing and maybe do more? And at the same time, what are some things that we should stop doing when it comes to health insurance?
When it comes to insurance, or?
Well, yes, when applied to our health.
As an end customer, I think you need to choose an insurer that invests in your health, right? You can't anymore just pay an insurance. You have your premium. Of course, you need to have proper coverage, but you should expect from an insurer that is here to help you staying healthier, helping you to make it easier for you to access health and good health at any time. So you need to pick an insurer that invests in your health. I think that would be a good start. And what stop doing, not easy, top of mind, what I would say. Health is something that you have under your control. So it's never easy to change habits. It's just a matter of at one point deciding, what matters for you, what you want to put a bit more effort, and do small steps. So people have their yearly resolution, trying to do something, but I would say the best is just to do everyday small steps, so that you can really at that point feel the benefits of the change, and that then it's compounding effect, because then you can take another area in your health and really stay and aging in a healthy way.